Astria Ascending. Let's talk about it. So, like in my last video, I told you guys, I'm not very big into RPGs. It's just really hard for me to find certain RPGs that I like. So I'm always trying to find new, turn-based games, maybe strategy, maybe something like Fire Emblem that I can play. And I found a few. There's Dragon Quest XI, which I'm 50 hours in, and I'm not going to be able to finish that game because there's no way I'm spending 100 more hours to finish the fucking game. And there's Octopath Traveler. You know the drill. Popular games like that. But I've been really looking for something a little bit more my speed that is not super long, but can also be finished at a time that is enjoyable for me. So I picked up Astria Ascending. It is, I got some stuff to talk about. I haven't finished the game yet, but I do plan on trying to finish it. If you don't see another video of a full review eventually on my channel, it's because I didn't really need to change the fucking opinions on this, because nothing changed. I'll probably still hate this game after I played the rest of it. But you can always subscribe to find out. Anyway, shameless plugging aside, let's get into the actual reasons why I think this game is weird. Number one reason for me, the art style and animation. This is just the first off for me. It's not the most important, but art style is really important to me. I was a weeby artist at one point. I have like 5 to 6 sketchbooks to prove it. If you actually want to see, I can show pictures on screen. But I like my game art to like look nice because it helps me feel immersive. The art of this game is pretty decent. I actually like it a lot. The animation is where it takes a fucking faceplant, because this animation is straight out of Adobe After Effects. I swear to God. There's a scene in Danganronpa, right, where there is 2 hand-drawn characters moving around, and it's clearly not hand-drawn animated or animated in any other way. It's straight out of Adobe After Effects. That's what Astria Ascending's fucking characters look like, just in general, except like worse. Even their idle animations are gross to look at. Their idle animations remind me of those old 2008 pictures where like you would look at it and it had like some weird effect to it where it would like hurt your eyes or make it feel like it was moving. That's what their idle animations look like to me. Art style is decent. I like the art style. Animation sucks. Takes me out of the fucking immersion, dude. Speaking of immersion, let's talk about the fucking voice actors, because that's important for immersion too. What the fuck happened? It might just be the American voice actors. They are fucking terrible, dude. The first whole part of the story revolves around Echo, this little fucking fish boy who his team is very prejudiced against him because he is a fish boy and he's very young. I'd say he's probably like 12, to be honest. But he's this very young like fish boy, and they're prejudiced against it. So that's his whole character development scene. And it would have been fine if it weren't for the fact that he sounded like the voice actor sounded like he did not give a shit. If the voice coming out of the character doesn't sound interested in the story, I'm definitely not going to sound interested in the story or feel any investment in these characters whatsoever. It doesn't help that none of them have any interesting dialogue together at the start. It really fucking sucks. They don't talk to each other, which I'm kind of glad they don't, because they're probably really annoying to hear talk together. It's like listening to a bunch of fucking robots who just learned how to speak. It sounds like that. Complete lack of quality on their part. I'm so disappointed. Something that adds some pretty decent quality to it is actually the battle system. I think the gameplay outside of the battles is boring as shit. Like, you literally just walk in 2 directions and that's it. But the battles are pretty clean. I actually like them. They're a bit boring. I think there's room for improvement, but I'll let the guys who like study RPG battle systems and all that, I'll let them do the talking about that. That's not really my wheelhouse, so I'll let them talk about that. But I think there's some room for improvement. Other than that, it's really boring. To be honest with you, it's relaxing. That's surprising though. I did think it was weird that I found Astria Ascending's battle system relaxing. But I think that's more of coming to age and realizing that turn-based RPGs aren't actually that bad. So it does something good there. It's really sad though that that's like the only good thing I can think of while saying all this stuff about it. I have a script written. The best thing I could think of to say as a positive was the battle styles. But credit where credit's due. That was a pretty quality piece of work they put into that. It's clean. It's simple. It's very easy to use. It's got some interesting ideas, but still has room for improvement. That's almost every turn-based RPG dream right there, to be honest. Before we go any further, I do want to talk about that there was a boss battle where this glitch happened twice. This is the only problem I really had with the battle system. I think I was summoning, I think it was Gib. It might have been Gib or Mib or something. But I guess if you do that at the wrong time, it glitches and turns everybody invisible and the boss can't attack. It's not that bad until you realize I had to kill my whole team to actually try the boss battle again. So just be wary of that if you decide to play this. And now we get to the thing that could have saved this game if it did it right. The story. I think story is one of the most important things in an RPG of these days. Not only because you're asking people to sit down for hours at a time to continue to play this game, but also because in order to play a game like this for me, you have to have some kind of investment in the characters and investment in the story at some point. They really tried. I'll give them that. I think the idea with the demigods and goddess was pretty decent. I think it could have been done better, but it really fell flat when, you didn't really get to meet the characters. You literally just walked into a room and they're all there. Shit like that is mad annoying to me, because I actually want to meet the characters and I want to get to know them. It'd be better if like they were spread out and they were protecting certain parts of like the realm that they're in, instead of all of them just hunkered into one part of this world. They're just in this one city. Like, I don't get it. And with that, they're all kind of stuck there together and they all know each other already. There's no learning something new about this character for them, and therefore we don't get a lot more than, the main character might, and it's really boring. So you have that, and I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It was trying. But you also have the other things that are really dragging it down. The voice acting, the animation isn't that good, and all that together just kind of makes it really uninteresting to want to continue in the first place. I'll give it an A for effort, but it really didn't do anything for anyone, I don't think. So you're probably wondering what makes it weird for me then. It's not the fact that it's in between good or bad. It's very clearly bad for me. I hate this fucking game. But what makes it weird for me is that they had an idea, and they had a bunch of good ideas. I'll give them that. They had some pretty decent ideas in there, but it completely flopped, and I want to know why it flopped. Maybe there was too many ideas spread around, and they spread themselves thin trying to put it together. Maybe it was like a rush. Maybe they couldn't get everything they wanted in. I don't know. It's just things to think about like that. Like, we don't really necessarily know what happens in these development studios. The guys who made Anthem were under extreme stress, and we saw how that game turned out. So maybe it's something similar. Maybe something like that happened. We don't really know, and that's what's weird to me. I would actually kind of like to know. But that's just my opinion on that. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making this, to be honest with you, because this is like the first time where I've just sat down and just blurt out the lines. Like, I had a script written. I'm not gonna lie. I had a script, and then I kind of started off on the script and then just slowly put my phone down and started ranting into the microphone. It was fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to be trying to post out reviews at least once a week. Next week is Tales of Arise, so if you want to get notifications for that, go ahead and subscribe, and it'll be out next week. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.